All right, what's going on, guys? Today's Saturday, April 12th, and I'm headed to my mom's house. I'm gonna put in a little video if I can even find it. This was a couple months ago. I went over there because my stepdad said he was hearing water coming from the furnace. So I went over there and the furnace wasn't firing either. Turns out to be two different problems. The drain had backed up and the system was not draining properly. So the drain was backing up into the coil. It's a downflow system. The coil is on the bottom. The drain was backing up into the coil drain pan and just sitting there and slowly draining. So the bottom of the coil was actually submerged in water for a long time, and it popped a pinhole. So like I was saying, the pinhole at the bottom was just spitting refrigerant out into the water that was sitting in the drain pan. So it sounded like a water issue. And then the furnace, there's two water sensors in there. I think it was a ream root or something like that. There's two water sensors in there, moisture sensors, whatever you want to call them. They were reading that they're wet and it won't let the furnace start. So I ended up just jumpering those out. I tried to clean the sensors. You could replace the sensors if you want, but most furnaces don't have those sensors anyways. So I'm not too worried about it. I just bypassed them and I told them that if you want to order some new ones, we can, but whatever, you know. Anyways, I'm at Farm King right now. I'm gonna go get some 3/4 PVC fittings and some 3/4 PVC pipe because I have everything else. The stuff that I'm using off the van is nitrogen, a little bit of acetylene, and oxygen. That's it. And I've already let the company know because I don't do side work with stuff off the van. That's just not right. It's never gonna be right, and it's frowned upon. So that's not what I'm here promoting. Don't let's do side work with stuff off the van. Absolutely not. These are all my tools, and the stuff that I am using off the van, I've already communicated that. So let's go get some fittings. Got a couple unions for it. I'm gonna get fancy. Okay, here we are. We got a downflow ream furnace, and then we got a coil in here. This is the only coil I could fit in here. As you can see, this thing is still not draining right, but I mean, if you look at the drain, I'm gonna put a level on this just for fun. That is clearly not pitched the right way. So we're gonna fix all that. We're gonna get this coil out and get the new one in. So I'm gonna start moving all my stuff to this back door. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna cut this right here. This is 1/2 inch C, not C, but 1/2 inch PVC. And then I'll reduce it down to my 3/4. And I'll show you. The crawl space access is actually in this cupboard. It's kind of not a fun one, but it's honestly not the worst one I've been in. So it's just a drain, dude. Just quick rerun drain. It needs one trap on it because it goes into the main drain, but the main sewer line, you know, but it doesn't. You'll see, it's got like 2 or 3 traps down there. It's honestly ridiculous. And this is pitched the wrong way. Okay, let's get this out. You know, most people would just re-tap onto this since it's dry and they'd say it's fine, but I know it's not. So anyways, my drill. Get this outside instead of making a mess. So I'm just going to reuse the piston in here so I can just unscrew this and put it back on. And then this one I will have to cut and braze it. I don't know how this drill cut like this, but that's okay. It's okay. Need to get that piston out. We're gonna reuse it. There's nothing wrong with it. I need to fix this drain. Fuck. I'm just getting it all over. Okay, focus on one task at a time, bud. Cut this line set. Cut the line set. They had 2 gaskets in there. I've never seen that. Anyways. Okay, let's get that new coil unboxed. Just gotta uncase it. I'm gonna reuse this for the front. Okay, while we got this out here, we're gonna put the piston in there because that should be the one that came with the condenser. Yes, sir. Oh my God. I was starting to lose faith. I mean, I knew I was gonna get it in there, but I didn't know if I was gonna take this off or remove the line set, but it's in there. I just gotta straighten it up and go from there. Okay, so I'll clean this up and just put it right in there, and then I do have to cut this because I moved the piston over there. So 2 braces. We'll start the nitrogen first, obviously, and then get it on the vacuum pump while we do the drain. Okay, we're just gonna flow it through the suction line. It'll get to the liquid line. Usually I flow it through the liquid line just because that's the way the refrigerant flows, but we all know that truly doesn't matter. So turn on the nitrogen and go braze this up. That's perfect. Actually, a little bit more. Okay, we passed the leak check. Time to put it on the pump. That was anticlimactic. I forgot my ball valve, so I'm just pulling through the manifold. Oh well. Look at that truck. All right, so I got to put this in here. I noticed that, and I took it off the pump, and I was like, do I go get the filter dryer, or do I just finish up what I'm doing today and come back tomorrow? Because it's just my mom's house, so that's what I ended up doing anyways. Well, I'm at Farm King for the 3rd time today. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. 3/4 to 1/2 bushing. We'll shove it in this coupling, boom. And I can put it on the 1/2-inch CPVC that I'm working with. And then I'll use the other adapter I have to adapt it to 3/4 PVC, which is what I was here getting first. But coming from the furnace, it's 1/2-inch. So I had to get some reducers from 1/2-inch to 3/4. That should be all I need though. Should be. Dude, I have a problem. I really have a problem. This is not what I was in there for. I bought this earlier because I lost the bit from my other one, so I really needed another one anyways. This is ridiculous though. Why did I buy this? I'm gonna love it though. I just know I am. Runs off of M12 and M18 batteries. I'm excited. Okay, so I just left there. I was hanging out with my mom for a little bit, talking, chit-chatting. I did realize that I forgot to bring a filter dryer. So I'm gonna have to go back either tomorrow or sometime this week with a filter dryer that is just sitting in my garage. I ordered it for this job and I didn't bring it, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, I gotta go back and install that filter dryer. The existing one is outside, so after that I'll pull another vacuum and then start it up. All right guys, I'm headed to the gym. I just mixed up my 2 types of creatine and my pre-workout. Whatever, nothing important. Anyways, if you guys like that video, hold on. All right, if you guys like that video, make sure you hit the like button. And if you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. It's pretty simple. But yeah, a little day in the life of an HVAC technician on the weekend. So, your friendly neighborhood HVAC vlogger. Until the next one, peace out.